Hello and welcome to Car Confections. So you see what's sitting right beside me. This is the Honda Pilot. Now this is the 2024 Honda Pilot. However, this model was new just last year. And we've had the privilege to be with this vehicle for more than 1 week. And we want to show you what this Honda Pilot is like at nighttime. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now where we start out our night reviews is if there's any approach lighting. So of course here's the key fob here. The Pilot does have some approach lighting. This is the Elite model that we're with today, and unfortunately it's not working just because I was standing next to the vehicle and I haven't walked off for a certain amount of time, but normally it would just go ahead and illuminate the puddle lamps as well as turn on some of the interior lights. Here's what happens if I hit the unlock button on the key fob. The headlights will go ahead and turn on. And of course, you're seeing those puddle lights in action underneath of the mirrors. Of course, your rear lighting turns on as well. I have noticed over the past week, it works really well, the approach lighting, to kind of illuminate where you're going. Now, of course, when you open the door, the headlights actually will go ahead and turn on once more if they weren't already on. And looking inside, there's a lot of lighting going on in here. But first, we want to start out our night review by talking about the exterior lighting. So let's go ahead and fire it up and take a look. Now starting out here on the outside, of course this all-new Pilot has a completely new design compared to the previous generation. It's a lot tougher and more masculine looking. You're going to be able to see that here at night. Of course, also I do want to mention that this Sonic Gray paint color shows up really well at night as well, so I would recommend getting that. Now as far as the grille is concerned, we do have a fully black grille, and let's talk about the headlights here for a second. Now, you're probably noticing that we have LED headlights, as you would expect. However, these are the reflector style LEDs. So every version of the Pilot will have LED reflector headlights. You have your two low beams right through there and your high beams located here in the middle. These are pretty good headlights. They're not the best headlights that I've sampled in the segment, that's for sure. I'll talk a little bit more about that when we get inside the cabin. And here is your turn signal indicator up top. And then working our way around to the side, we do have nice looking wheels for this Elite trim level. These are exclusive to the Touring and Elite models. And I do want to talk about your mirrors for this Pilot because of course you do want some of those functionalities, especially here at nighttime. We have LED turn signal indicators. You have blind spot monitoring as you would expect. However, the Elite trim level also adds power folding and auto dimming to that. And that's auto dimming for both the driver and passenger. A lot of luxury cars actually only give you the auto dimming on the driver's side. I like that it's on both sides in this Pilot. Now at the side you have that same boxy shape. The overall length is 199 inches long. And if you want to know some of those full details and facts, be sure to watch our full-length YouTube review that's already on the channel in the daytime where we go through some of those features. This is going to be focused about the nighttime and the lighting elements. Now, as far as this area is concerned, we do have LED license plate lighting. And for our tail light here, we're going to have a mostly LED setup here. We have LED accenting through here. We have an LED brake light as well. However, our turn signal and reverse light are both going to be incandescent. But overall, I think it looks really good here at nighttime. I'm going to go ahead and pop open the cargo area because I'm sure a lot of you guys might be curious as to what this is like in the cargo area at night. And now that I got the car unlocked, and go ahead and pop that open. It's a hands-free power setup. And look at this. The cargo area is illuminated like nobody's business back here. It honestly looks like it's daytime because we have some LED illumination coming right here from the ceiling, illuminating all of this area behind the third row. And then of course, when we open up any door inside the cabin, we can set all of the other LED lights to come on. So you're definitely going to be able to see what you're doing here in the Pilot's cargo area. That is for sure. There's also this cool button that allows you to just walk away from the tailgate and it will sense that and automatically close the tailgate down. But guys, that's going to be it for the exterior. Let's hop onto the inside and see what's going on in there.
If you're new here, we're brothers, and we've been reviewing cars since we were 12
and 16. We may be young, but we love cars.
And we'd love for you to subscribe to be a part of our Car Confections family. Let's learn a lot, have some fun with all the latest cars.
Now, when I unlock the vehicle, like I mentioned earlier, all of the interior lights are going to go ahead and turn on. Of course, that's a setting that you can turn on and off if you would like that or not. Of course, it does illuminate the cabin really well, so I would recommend leaving it on. There's all types of LED lighting inside of this Pilot, which I'm very happy to see because not a lot of vehicles include all LED lighting. But let's go ahead and hop inside. Of course, you do get a little bit of a animation on your gauge cluster, and then your engine start-stop will kind of blink and pulsate. But let's go ahead and head into a first-person perspective to take a look at all the details. All right, now the very first thing that I want to start out with is the headlights themselves. So if we look out the windshield, this is just the low beam, as you can see right now. I'll go ahead and flip the high beam on briefly so I don't blind too many people. That's what that looks like. I'll go ahead and insert a picture of us with the high beams on a country road that's dark at nighttime. These headlights are okay. You know, on our Car Confections headlight scale, I'd say these are about a C. They're average. They're not fantastic headlights because they're not projector beam LEDs. They're just reflectors, and they're okay. They're definitely not terrible headlights, but they're not great. Now, another thing I want to point out is we do have a nice head-up display. Of course, that does look very good here at nighttime. And then coming back from the windshield, let's take a look at our gauge cluster. Since we have the Elite model, we have the 10-inch digital gauge cluster. Of course, you can change the design. It looks really crisp here at nighttime. And then coming back to the steering wheel, nice leather-wrapped steering wheel. It's also going to be heated for the Elite model. And of course, all of your buttons are illuminated. They have a nice white color to them. I really like the way that looks here at nighttime. And your engine start-stop switch has a red color to it. Now over here on the left side, we have more white buttons. Of course, all of our window switches and stuff are illuminated in that nice white color, as well as our two-person memory seating. However, one thing I do want to point out is there is no ambient lighting inside of this cabin. You just have the button illumination. There's no additional lighting going on here for that extra premium bougie touch, so I'm a little disappointed by that. Now let's go ahead and open up the center console. If we open that up, there's no illumination inside of here, so it's going to be pretty dark, but you do have a large center console. As far as our cup holders are concerned, they do have a nice light tracing them, so you can actually see where you're putting your cup, which is certainly very nice. Here's your drive mode controller. Here's your shifter. Your shifter is, of course, going to be illuminated. Push the D for drive, and then you can go into reverse by clicking the R. Here's what the backup camera looks like at nighttime. It's a 360 camera on this Elite model. As you can see, the resolution is pretty good. Not the best resolution, but pretty solid, and I'm happy with its nighttime performance. Let's press the P for park. Then up in front of that, you have a wireless phone charger. Not much illumination going on through here. And then if we go through our climate controls, as you can see, we do have nice illumination for this area. Everything is nicely done with white or red or blue colors. We also have heated seats. We also have ventilated seats for the Elite model as well. And it is a 3-zone climate system. And then moving up here to our display, this is the up-level display for the Pilot. This is a 9-inch display. It does run wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, although it's definitely going to be on the smaller side. Resolution is fine. It's not super impressive, but it's also not bad whatsoever. And I found the wireless CarPlay does work very well, and the display looks good at night. And then up at the top, we have an auto-dimming interior mirror with 3 HomeLink universal remotes. And then heading up to the roof area, all of our buttons for the panoramic moonroof are going to be illuminated here at nighttime. And then you do also have buttons to just turn on the interior lights. You've already seen what that looks like. There's interior lights throughout the entire cabin, and it is very bright interior lighting. That really shows off the seats very well. The Elite model does get special perforated leather seats for this trim level exclusively. But let's go ahead and head to the rear seat area so we can see what that's about. And opening up the door, once again, those LED lights are going to go ahead and turn on. Lots of illumination here in the second and third rows. And climbing inside, you will also notice that we do have some door handle illumination. That's for both the front and the rear. Our window has illumination as well. And we have rear window sunshades to top it off. As far as other illumination no ambient lights or anything along those lines. However, we do have a lot of controls here in the center below our vents. Of course, we do have 3-zone climate control, and we're also going to have 3-stage heated rear seats for this Elite trim level. All of our USB ports are going to be lighted, so I do like that, that's for sure. And then this center console area, I know you really can't see it, but this has a lot of special functionalities. If you want to learn more about that, go watch our full-length daytime review about this model. This middle seat can actually be removed and thrown in the cargo area. Very cool stuff going on with the Pilot when it comes to the practicality, but we're not going to dive into that in this video since we're focused just on the lighting. Well guys, that's it for our night review of the 2024 Honda Pilot Elite. Hopefully you found this video helpful when it comes to what lighting elements you're going to get on this vehicle and what it looks like at nighttime. If you did, we would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're looking to buy a Honda Pilot or any new vehicle, we want to remind you to go to carconfections.com/newcarquotes, because on our website we have a tool that will connect you with local dealers in your area to get you the best price on your new vehicle. Additionally, it's going to give you access to invoice pricing information. A link to that is provided in our video description. If you're already a part of our family, thank you so much for your continued support, and we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies. I'm going to bed. Good night.